So I have created the variable for series and data frame. What if I want to get the data from a file? Okay, user has already created one file and user has passed all the information needed. So from that particular file, I want the information to be stored in my program. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is we are going to use a method called read. Okay, so if I give read underscore CSV, then I can able to read the CSV file format. So various file format are there. Either your file can be in a CSV format, which is comma separated value, or your file can be in a text format, or your file can be in an Excel format. Any format it can be. So accordingly, we will have the method. So if I use that method and pass that particular file name, then automatically the data will be imported into our program. So here if you see means my file name is data set, and here whenever you are giving the file name, you have to give along with the extension. Then only the program will understand, okay, whether this particular file is present in my program or not. So extension of the file is very important. And here if you see means we have directly given the file name. This will work only if this particular file, whatever file you are mentioning, is present in the same location where our program file is also located. For example, I'm having one folder. That folder name is programs. In that folder, I'm having one file. So the file name is pandas.ipynb. Then I'm having one file. That file name is dataset.csv. So now this dataset.csv file and my program file both are present in the same location. Then if I directly give the file name with the extension means it will work without throwing any error. But if it is present in a different location, let's assume that we are having another one folder in this particular programs folder. Another one folder is there. That folder name we can keep it like inside that folder I'm having file.csv is there. Okay. Now if I try to give that file.csv directly, then it will throw error like no such file or directory is present. Like that you will get some error. Then how we can specify this particular location is, okay, before understanding this concept, you should know there are two different paths are there. So first path we call it as absolute path, and second path we call it as relative path. Here we are seeing about the relative path. So let me explain the relative path first, then I will explain you about the absolute path. First, relative path means from the program file, how to reach the destination file. That only we call it as relative path. So in this scenario, if I want to reach the file.csv instead of data set.csv, then how we have to specify is inside my read.csv, read underscore csv, I have to give dot slash. Okay, initially we have to give dot slash. It represents current directory. Okay, so it will start checking from the current directory. In that current directory, I am having a folder, which is data set. So inside that folder, I am having that particular file. File name is file.csv. So in this way, if you are representing means, then it will fetch that particular file and it will import it into our program. Again, this is also relative path only. Okay, because from my program file, I am saying the path how to reach the destination file, which is file.csv. Suppose my program file is in programs folder. We know, right? It is in D drive. And my data set is present in the C drive. Okay, C drive. Inside that, downloads folder is there. So inside that download folder, I am having like new file. New file.csv is there. Now, if I want to access this particular file, then what we have to do is we have to give the complete path starting from the drive. Okay, we have to start specifying from the drive. So how we will pass the output is read underscore CSV. In the double quotes, we will start from C directory. Inside the C directory, downloads folder. Inside the downloads folder, the file name. So like that, if you are specifying the complete path, then we will say this is an absolute path. So there is a difference between absolute path and relative path. So most preferred one is relative path only. Okay, from the current file, how we can reach the destination file. So when you are planning to share this as a single folder, all the required documents will be present in that particular folder itself. So if another person is trying to execute the program also, without changing the code, it will get executed. Otherwise, where and all you have represent the path, you have to change it to your own system path, then only it will start executing. Okay. So it is not only for CSV file, but also if you want to access a text file .txt file, then also we can use read underscore CSV method. But if you are trying to import an Excel file, for Excel file, we are having separate method that we call it as read underscore Excel. So in that file with the extension of XLSX or XLX, which file format is there, we have to specify it correctly. Then automatically it will import the data.